Right, so after the last video, I left you these two shapes here and said to find the area and perimeter of each shape. So I'm going to go through the answers to them now. So the first shape here is a semicircle. Now we know that a semicircle is just half of a circle. So for example, I've put a full circle in next to it. So from there we can see that the total distance across would be 16 centimeters. So we can see here the radius equals 8 and the diameter equals 16. So to find the area of the shape, if it was the full circle, then we would do pi times r squared. So that is pi times by 8 squared. Now we know that's a semicircle, so we just divide our answer by 2. And that gives us 100.5 centimeters squared. So that there is our area. Now we're going to work out the perimeter. So if you remember, the perimeter of a full circle is also known as the circumference, and the formula for it is pi times by d. So we'd have to type in pi times 16, because 16 is our diameter of this shape, as it shows over here. Now, we have a semicircle, which means we're going to divide this by 2. So what have we just found out? Well, if we had a full circle, and we found the circumference of the whole circle by doing pi times d, and then we divide it by 2, then in fact, what we have done is find that part of the circumference. Now we still need to add in this part here. Now that, as we see from our diagram up here, is another diameter. So we're going to have to plus another 16 to our answer. And if you put that all into our calculator, we get 41.1, and this time our units are just centimeters because we're just finding a length. So that there would be the perimeter of that shape. So the next shape we have is a quarter of a circle. So we're going to work out the area to start with. So now we can see in the diagram over here that our quarter of a circle is this over here. Now we can see that this measurement along the bottom here is 7 meters, and that is the radius. So 7 equals the radius. That straight away means 14 equals the diameter. So now to work out the area, if it was a full circle, we would do pi times r squared. Then we could plug in our value of r, so pi times 7 squared. Now, since this is a quarter of a circle, we're just going to divide our answer by 4. And that will come out as 38.5 meters squared. The next thing we have to work out is the perimeter of the shape. So, to work that out, the circumference of a circle is equal to pi times d. So if you plug that in, that will be pi times 14. Now we have a quarter of a circle, so again we're going to divide this by 4. But when we divide it by 4, what are we finding out? So let's draw our full circle again. Pi times d gives us the whole circumference. However, what we have just done is we have divided by 4. That means we have in fact worked out a quarter of the circumference of a circle. We still need to add in this part and this part. That value is 7 and another 7. So it's the same as just adding the diameter again. So we need to plus 14 to our final answer. And if you put that into our calculator, that will come out as 25.0. And this time our units are just meters, because it's a length that we are finding. So I hope you got both of those questions right. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.